Struggle can't be more real. What's up, guys? How you doing? This is Jonathan. We out here live out here. I'm hanging out over at my sister's place. I had to go feed my nephew's rabbit. So I figured since I'm over here, let's go and make myself another panini. I think I did that in one of my other last videos. I had to get something in here. So sorry, sis. I'm eating your food. You know how it is. But I'm just struggling trying to figure out where in the world my sister's... trying to find out where her dang trash bags are at. Need to help her take the trash out, but oh well. But anyway, I was just actually getting on the phone. I was on the phone with my friend Ashley. We were up here just talking about some stuff and catching up. She just moved down to Florida. She's one of my good buddies that lives down in this area. And we were just joking around, just having a good old conversation, just chatting a little bit, catching up. But it was funny because when we were catching up, we were just talking about just some things about, like, I brought up some points about mindset and everything together, and we were just bringing up a beautiful talk about, staying in the present. She was asking me, because I was telling her, I was like, when I got back from New York hanging out, I just kind of hit a flop point. Like, I just didn't feel like making any videos. I get kind of tired. I'm like, okay, I got to stay consistent with my videos and stuff like that, trying to pour out some solid content and just get people engaged and whatnot. And I had a moment where I was like, ugh, I just don't feel like doing anything. And I've had this happen before multiple times, like in the past, even back when I was working in corporate America. And that's like staying consistent and staying focused is a tricky thing. But it was funny because I brought up this analogy to her. I was like, it's so funny about when you've taken the time to learn certain skills, when you're taking the time to pour in information and you're reading books, you're taking the time to invest in yourself. You're making the biggest investment, which is yourself, your education, your self-education. And the point I was making to her was like, the way I sometimes come back to life when it comes to things is I need to be around people that are talking about the same things I'm passionate about. Like if it's network marketing, online marketing, stuff like that. Like I have to keep myself focused in my field. I'm an online marketer, and that's why I always try to advertise all the time. And sometimes when I get away from focusing on what I'm doing for marketing, maybe if I got new campaigns I'm trying to send out, trying to help other businesses and other companies grow, I just have personal moments where I'm just like, I just don't feel like sending this stuff out. And so the way I was like bringing up this analogy to her, I was talking about the difference between the subconscious and the conscious mind. I was like, when you're taking the time to pour information, like you're reading books, you're talking success talks, you're changing your values of what you believe, how you're looking at your everyday view of life. This stuff is built into your subconscious all the time. And sometimes it takes just the right opportunity for something like you being around the right people just talking about this stuff. Or you're watching, I don't know, you could be watching like a documentary on Netflix or something, and then something they say like, oh wait, I remember just thinking about something like that, and it's something that you've had in the back of your mind the whole entire time. And so the analogy I was giving her was talking about how you ever had these moments where you go to the store, you pick up a lot of groceries, the worst thing you could ever do is go to the grocery store when you're hungry, right? And let's say it was one of these moments you pick up some snacks. You buy all these extra snacks and stuff on top of your normal daily budget for food that you get. And let's say I'm a big fan of cheeses. So let's say there's a box of cheeses I had here. I got two of them. I got one that I know I'm going to tear up now, and I have another one to save for later. And let's just say I put those box of cheeses in a location I normally don't go to, like in a part of a cabinet I don't normally check. Well, let's say, after, here comes like a week later, and this is me being frugal, I finished that first box of cheeses, and all of a sudden I have another moment where I'm snacking again. I'm like, I want something else to snack on. And I know I got to have something here. And I'm over here looking, deliberately trying to find out where I could have found, or, where's that extra box of cheeses? Or maybe this time I've already forgot about it. I'm just looking for another snack. And all of a sudden I open up a cabinet and boom, there it is. There goes that extra box of cheeses. By this time I've already forgot about it in my mind because I'm busy working on other things and I'm snacking on other things. I'm traveling, doing whatever I need to be doing. But then I get back into the cabinet and I see, hey, there's those cheeses. There's those things I left behind. And I'm telling her, I was like, it's like that. It's in those moments of when you're reading, you're studying, you're putting this information, you got the quotes in your mind, you're looking at the videos, you're applying this value into yourself. You don't know what you've dormanted in yourself or in your subconscious to bring up to your remembrance, And that's the thing that's so beautiful about our mind is that you have stuff back there that you don't know what it is. You just have to find out the trigger word to bring that back up. Or maybe it might be, we talk about that back in psychology, back in college. It was like you understanding how your mind is like its own personal vault. You just got to know how to unlock it to get to certain things, like certain memories, things that you might remember back in school, stuff that you totally forgot about might be suppressed because you haven't used the right key to unlock it. And so my biggest tip that I was just thinking about when I was talking to her, just made me think about, is like, understand the joy of taking the time to learn, because you don't know what type of keys you're creating, and you don't know what stuff you're dormanting in your subconscious, but it might be in the perfect moment where you're talking to someone, you're having a good conversation about one, or like I might talk to another person, like, hey, like how she asked me was like, hey John, so when you get in those situations, like you just flop, you don't know what to do, how do you get back out of it? And I just started thinking, I was like, well, I have to get myself around the stuff I was originally working on to spark something, because I know it might be a certain word, might be a certain thing someone says, it might be just me looking at a video and looking at how they do stuff, how they're editing it. It all depends. Random things can spark it. I don't know how the complexity of my mind figures out information I had dormant back here, but I know if I get myself around what I was passionate about, eventually something's going to unlock. And it's just staying in the present. And I feel like even like when I talk to a lot of my friends who, you know, they're working at jobs and deadbeat jobs they don't like working at, I'm like, why are you still doing this stuff? Because their mind is present somewhere else. You're not staying present in that moment there. I mean, that's why sometimes I see like people lose their jobs and stuff, because I'm like, well, you're not doing what you need to do for the company, so why should I keep you here? And so my challenge every day to people I try to say is, you know, stay present. Stay focused on what you're trying to do personally. Take the time to invest in yourself. You know, I know a lot of my friends who they don't take the time to read. They don't take the time to read any books or anything afterwards. Like once they're done with college, I'm like, I ain't picking another book. I said the same thing too. And I think it's funny because one of my favorite quotes from Ty Lopez, from another person he quotes, he's like, you know, working a 9 to 5 will earn you a living, but the education that you get after that, you know, the education that you get, sorry, I messed that up completely. I think it's like going to school, getting education gives you a 9 to 5, gives you a job security. But the personal learning that you take the time, like you reading books, you taking the time to invest in yourself, that gives you the lifestyle. So what things are you going to add to your lifestyle? Like I enjoy asking people questions like, what do you do for fun? I don't ask for a living. I ask, what do you do for fun? What are some of your hobbies? It's amazing how people just be like, I have, they don't know. It's amazing because you're not staying in the present. You're not constantly thinking about this stuff over and over again. And so I just was thinking about this consistently, like how do you stay constantly in the present? How do you constantly stay focused on you moving towards your particular goals? It's about understanding the power of the conscious and the subconscious mind. So I just wanted to finish that video up here because I wanted to get a new video posted out for today, but it was something that was fresh on my mind. I'm going to finish this panini because this is staring at me, just like, eat me. I'm about to eat this thing. I'm about to go in. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for following the channel and continue up there. Please make comments on the below so I can continue to keep on pointing out some new value. So as I keep on growing, therefore I can keep on passing it to others. So guys, thank you so much. Click the link on the side, hit that follow and that subscribe, and I'll see you guys later. You have a blessed one.